Eat them all. You can eat them, yes. Hey, what's up, Peter?
Not much, you?
Ah, and there's Matt.
Yo,
Not
yo.
much either. Doing all right. Let's see here. All right. So we just need Riley.
How do I do this again?
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't recorded anything in a while. Peter, you will probably want a paper and a pen, or pencil.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Do I get like a handicap?
Yeah,
last,
you can.
Last minute handicap.
Isn't playing against Riley enough of a handicap?
Yeah, I mean, he's like 18, right? So how
He's
smart
not
can he
even
be?
on yet. Oh, Riley. Peter, my drink of choice tonight is solely to make you jealous.
Oh, good. It's Belgian, man. Oh, wow, you found one. Nice.
Oh, I found a bunch.
Where you get them from? You a service or something?
My brother.
You get them at a few liquor stores, but not many.
Oh no, my brother flew them over.
Oh, okay.
He works for the U.S. Air Force, but he's stationed at a NATO base.
Oh yeah.
And every 2 weeks, they switch out crews. So every 2 weeks, there's a flight that goes from the U.S. over to where he lives, and every 2 weeks, a different crew comes back. So they basically just rotate. And the last group came from Columbus, and he actually flew home with them because they had to come in for his daughter to get her driver's license. So he brought me back a shit ton of beer. He brought me back like 10 cases of beer.
Oh,
damn.
Awesome. Oh my God.
I actually got drunk at 10 in the morning with a princess of Chimay on Chimay. That was fun.
Nice.
Wow.
She's like 90, and there were 40 of us, but still.
I'm more impressed by the 10 a.m. I like a good I like a dedicated drinker.
We were pretty much drinking constantly on that trip, which was fun as like ambassadors for this youth organization, military youth organization.
There you go.
I was drunk the entire time. Man, they can drink.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, like my brother drinks at his freaking job. Like they have a bar right next to it in the same like facility right next to his office, the room next door, and they have really good beer on tap and stuff. Oh man.
Well, everything
Amazing.
tastes great, and there's no closing time. So I mean, what are they expecting?
Well, he claims that it's to keep his crews from going into cities and stuff. He'd rather them just get drunk on the base and stay put,
Okay.
which makes sense because they get in trouble when they go into cities. I'm pretty sure. So,
What's up,
how's it
Riley?
going, Riley? How's those teeth?
A lot better than if we would have recorded on Wednesday.
Good. Good.
I was swollen. It was bad.
How come we waited so long late in life to get wisdom teeth out? I feel like most people get those when you're younger.
I kept putting it off for the last couple of years, and
You realize that Riley is actually younger, like.
No, I know, but
I am
not
a little
like
younger.
But he's not like a freshman, high schooler or something.
I feel like I got
Oh, yeah,
mine out
no.
my junior or senior year of high school.
I think I was like junior high,
Wow, that feels real early.
maybe like freshman, something like that. It was early though.
Yeah, I waited too long because my bottom ones were like halfway grown under
Oh yeah,
my last molars, and
That's a bad
Impacted.
decision.
yeah, it wasn't good. But I'm fine now. I still can't eat. I can't chew full food, so I'm on a soup diet.
Changing those gauze out every couple of hours, man, it's brutal.
I only did the gauze for like the first 6 hours after
Oh wow.
after I was out. I couldn't do the gauze. I started just drinking the blood. I'm like, fuck it. It's fine. But
All right, so what do you got for us tonight, Matt?
I have 2 old games and 1 new game.
Alrighty.
There's no name game tonight.
Dang it! That's
Sorry,
my
I was
one
feeling-
chance.
It's been we've had a nice streak of that game, and I just
No, I
feel-
agree.
feeling lazy. So
Good time to take a break from it.
we have co-stars, which if you guys are not familiar with Riley and Pete, basically we look at 3 teams and we kind of round robin naming off players on off-season rosters.
okay,
It's-
yeah, that's a good one.
it's-
That's
it's
like
elimination.
Brutal,
Remember-
brutal.
you remember Stump the Schwab?
Mhm.
That's what that game reminds me of.
Yep.
That's a
So
good
we
one.
have
I
that
I
one.
hate that game. I'm so bad at it.
We have since it was gonna be a DTC show, but since I already had a prep, so I'm just gonna use it anyway. We're gonna do ADP Cliffhanger.
Nice.
And the last game is a new game that I'm not going to tell you about just yet.
Okay.
Will you run me through Cliffhanger again just to make sure?
Yep. So
Riley, you actually tested it for JP.
Yeah, that's
long
what I
ago.
remember it. I need a refresher.
So I'm going to give you a player, and you guys will name a player that you think is closest to that at positional. Well, we're not going to do entire ADP. We're just going to do positional. So I give you whatever, Joe Flacco. Then you tell me a quarterback that you think is close to that. And the difference between the player you tell me and the player that I give you gives you a score. And whoever goes over 12, you're out of the game. So it's kind
Gotcha.
of like an elimination game. So it could be really quick or it could be a long one. I think the longest one I heard is when Ryan and I and who was the third person?
Oh, I don't
maybe.
remember who it was, but
Anyway,
man,
that
you guys
game was a long game.
You guys were killing it.
So
That was the
really quick.
championship, wasn't it? It was Nathan.
it might have been, yeah.
All
Okay,
right,
yeah,
well,
I'm good.
let's see if we can roll in 45 minutes here, Matt.
Okay.
Let's move it along tonight.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever. Shirts, I guess, if we're still pretending people are going to buy those. Anything else?
No,
How do you
I'm
guys
ready.
I
record?
never reached out to RSO.
You don't have to do anything, Riley.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything.
Just making sure. Thank you.
Although I would say, John, not that we're going to do it tonight, but Ryan said he's lost 3 episodes of Blueprint now because of Hangouts screwing up and like it ending up the file being like a minute condensed into like a minute and a half. So I don't know why
Really?
it happens, but so he's going to start using
Should we do
local copies
Audacity?
for everything. But I
He's gonna
don't.
use what?
I mean, that's what he's going to do, but I
Okay.
don't know if we necessarily want to tonight unless we.
Well, I mean, I know how to
otherwise-
use it. I know Riley knows how to use it. Peter, do you guys use Audacity?
Yep. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 All right. Yeah,
You are kind of quiet. It
Oh.
does sound like you're far away from your mic.
I am, because normally I end up shouting. So.
Shouting's good on this game.
All right.
So do you want to or no? I don't really care either way.
Let's use Audacity as a backup. I'd much rather be able to keep it in Hangouts because it makes editing a hell of a lot easier. But
Okay.
I don't mind. If we want to record Audacity as a backup, that's a good idea. Since everybody knows how to use it anyways.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, we can hit record.
You need me to record on Audacity? Or...
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, I'm opening it. I'm gonna suck at this so badly. It's not even funny. It's gone.
Hangouts is already recording, so that one we're good on.
Need it in mono, stereo, anything in particular?
Yeah, mono is preferred. Make sure it's set to your, microphone, not your computer. I'm sure that's how you have it set. Is that how you guys do Crossroads?
Yeah, we have. We've also just used Hangouts before now too. So
We usually do, but I don't know. Now I'm paranoid that we're gonna lose shows. That sucks.
It took us long enough to get a recording here. I don't want to lose it.
Yeah. All right, ready? Whenever you guys are ready, let me know.
Are you gonna count us in? All right.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, record. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
yes.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Dynasty Game Night. I am hosting this week, Matt Price. I also have my co-host, John Bosch, who once again is playing tonight. John, how are you doing, buddy?
I am doing all right. I'm happy to be back. It's been too long, and this is the last time I'll be playing. You get to play next time, Matt. So I appreciate you picking up all my slack as I decided to just vacation for all of summer.
Oh no, I've enjoyed hosting for however many shows it's been now for this season. I've started to come up with new games and things, so it's all good, man. We have two wonderful guests as well. We'll bring in Riley Bymaster, John's co-host on Dynasty Wall Street. How are you doing, Riley?
I'm fantastic. Long-time listener, first-time caller, so excited to be here tonight. A little nervous, not going to lie. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for my playing partners tonight with Bosch and the other mystery dude. So yeah, happy to be here.
Tell everybody where they can find you, Riley.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at DTC_RileyB. Find all my work at the Dynasty Trade Calculator and Dynasty Wall Street.
And of course, Pete Howard, DLF writer, Roto Underworld, wherever else he's writing a million places these days. Peter, how you doing, man? Tell everybody where they can find you.
I'm doing good, man. Thanks. Yeah, I write for DLF. I have written for Player Profile, and I'm doing their season-long projections for 2018. I've written for 2QB's Draft Guide, FF Statistics lately, a few other places. But you can find me on DLF, mostly on Twitter at PA Howdy.
And your podcast, of course.
Yeah, and of course your amazing podcast with Jake Anderson, Dynasty Crossroads.
Yeah, that's why Jake's meant to be here. He does that kind of thing, like remembering that we do a podcast. No, yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that one.
All right, we do have 3 games to play tonight. Before we get to that, just real quick, in case you guys still don't have a Dynasty Game Night shirt, we still have them available. Contact John or myself, all sizes except for small available. All right, so we're going to play, like I said, 3 games. We have ADP Cliffhanger, which we've played on this show before. I think John hosted it once. It's an ADP game where we're going to be asking our guests about player values and players close to players that I give them. This will be based on August ADP, newly posted on dynastyleaguefootball.com. We'll also be playing Co-Stars. That's the game where I give these guys 3 teams, and we name players off of those teams until they can't name anymore. And then we have a new game called Games Played. This is kind of a joint creation between myself and Nathan Powell. He suggested one way to do it. I'm going to do it a slightly different way, and we'll see how that works out. And I'll explain that more as we get to that game. John, since it's been a while, my friend, do you want to start us off with a game of your choice?
Is the new game objective scoring or subjective Nathan scoring?
It is complete objective. There is
all right. Let's do Cliffhanger first. Let's start with that and see how bad the night's going to go.
All right, so this is a game that was created by Dynasty Trade Calculator calculator, excuse me. And it's basically like the cliffhanger game on Price is Right. So I'm going to give these guys each a player, and they're going to tell me a player that is close to them of the same position. So I'm going to I give quarterback 15, whatever that might be. Then they will give me the name of a quarterback that they think is close to that player, and how the difference between the two will be their score. Whatever player goes above 12. So once you have a score of 13 or higher, you are out of the game. So let's start with you, John. I'll let you choose the position, although I'm pretty sure what you're going to pick.
Kicker.
Kicker is not an option.
All right, let's go quarterback.
All right, quarterback. All right. Jameis Winston is your quarterback. Tell me a quarterback close to Jameis Winston.
Oh, and I don't even get the number or anything?
You do not get the number. I'm not telling you that.
All right. Which one's this from? Is this the most recent, you said?
This is from August.
August. Okay. Jameis Winston. Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. All right, Riley, give me a player close to Winston that you think is the closest possible to Winston.
Let's go with Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. And Peter, tell me a player close to Jameis Winston.
I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford.
Matthew
Those all
Stafford.
feel really, really close right there.
They are pretty good. I will tell you that Jameis Winston is quarterback 19, pick 159.67 overall in August ADP. John, you said Derek Carr. He is quarterback 22, so your score is 3. Riley, Matt Ryan is quarterback 18, just 1 away, my friend. Nice work. Just picked up 1 point there. And Peter, Matthew Stafford is quarterback 8. So you've got 11 points.
Yeah.
two more points, and you are out of ADP cliffhanger. We'll go to you.
I thought we were trying to get as many points as possible.
Peter, we'll go right to you. You can choose quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end for the next player.
Ooh, wide receiver, I guess.
Wide receiver. Your wide receiver is Kenny Golladay.
Oh. I have no idea where he is right now.
Yeah.
Higher than I have.
All over the place.
Yeah. Ooh, well, I'm out. It's gonna be bad. Chris Godwin.
Damn it.
Chris Godwin.
I had one guy in my head, and it was Godwin.
Well, tell me another one that might be in your head.
Let's go with Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills. John?
That was my first one.
Oh, man. Kenny
Kenny
Golladay.
Square.
Is this the part where John Googles DLF ADP and
You can see my hands. I am not Googling
He's
either.
typing a lot. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
anything.
I'm typing a lot. Trust me, I'm not a quiet typer. You would hear it. Kenny
What?
Golladay.
What's that spreadsheet behind you, John? I don't.
I can do a screen share. I have Audacity and Google Hangouts. So that's it. Oh man, Kenny Golladay. Why would you pick Kenny Golladay?
Totally random, honestly.
Yeah, that is. How about James Washington?
James Washington. You guys all did better this time, so that's nice work there.
I did
It was
better.
a short distance for me.
You did.
I was within 3 last time, and Riley was only off by 1.
it's
Actually,
because I said
John,
another.
You did worse.
Okay,
John, you picked James Washington comes in at wide receiver 53, Kenny Golladay wide receiver 48. So
that's
5
not terrible. I'll
on
take it.
there. Riley killed it again. Kenny Stills right behind Kenny Golladay at wide receiver 49. Only 1 point added to your score.
I think we need to see
Total.
Riley's screen.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, like after Pete was probably gonna say that about Riley after he hears that score.
That was my first thought too.
Peter, you did well. You did well, but unfortunately,
well enough.
too many. It's gonna knock you right off that cliff. You picked Chris Godwin, who is 3 spots behind Kenny Galladay at wide receiver 51. So very close, but
where
3
was Mike
points,
Williams? I was
14.
thinking of him too.
I'm not telling you that. You guys, you and Riley are still fighting.
Oh, there's more. There's another wide receiver. Okay.
Well, there's plenty more wide receivers.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to Riley since he hasn't picked yet. Give me a position.
What's the score update right now?
Score update: John has 8, Riley has 2, Peter 14 out of the game.
Good Lord. Riley's screen froze on a smiling picture, and it's creeping me out.
Let's go tight end.
Tight end. We're gonna go with Tyler Eifert.
Oh, good Lord.
Jeez.
Riley gets to go first, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy how many players you just forget when you're like
once
you're
the
actually
lights come on.
recording.
Yep.
I can think of like 4 tight ends right now. Okay, let's go with Eric Ebron.
Oh, I actually was thinking of Eric Ebron. Dang it. Oh, man. Tyler Eifert. What about Austin Hooper?
Austin Hooper. John, 5 points off.
Oh, it kills me.
Tyler Eifert is tight end 19, and Austin Hooper tight end 24. So that does put you at 13. So out of there. So Riley's got to be off by not as many or too many more than he actually is. So Riley actually killed it again. Tyler Eifert, tight end 19. Eric Ebron, tight end 18 for 3 points.
Oh my God!
That's
Tyler's luck.
Basically, Riley just won with the best possible score you could have. So nice work, buddy.
Tyler Eifert at 19. I don't know that I feel very comfortable with that. That's how bad tight end is.
So I lost my wisdom teeth and I got smarter.
As my English teacher used to say, wisdom and intelligence are very different things.
That's true.
Right behind Tyler Eifert, John Dallas Goedert 20, Austin Safari Jenkins 21, Vance McDonald 22, Ricky Seals Jones 23.
I think I would take all of them over Eifert at this point.
I think you're probably right. I don't know. Any other thoughts there? Hooper, Hooper is the one I'm thinking. I don't know about.
I almost said.
I don't know if I would take him over Eifert.
Yeah.
Jared Cook actually was another player that I was going to choose for tight end. He was
that's bonus points, right?
Tight end 28. Yeah, you're reading my mind. So clearly on all of these answers. All right. So Riley, you can pick the next game. You can choose from Co-Stars or the new game called Games Played. I'll explain that one if you need to.
Let's do Co-Stars.
All right, so Co-Stars again, everybody. If you're maybe your first-time listener, basically I'm going to give 3 teams. The teams today are the Dallas Cowboys, because Riley, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Miami Dolphins. So the way this game works is we're going to name players off of these off-season rosters. There are a ton of them for each of the 4 offensive skill position players. And once you miss one, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. Generally, after the first strike, though, it seems like people aren't able to come back. So we'll start with you, Riley. Give us a player from Dallas, Baltimore, or Miami.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's weird. That's correct.
It was close.
We'll go to John next.
Well, let's go Dak Prescott then.
Peter.
Any skill position?
Any skill position. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end.
No. Michael Gallup.
And I don't need to chime in between each answer, so we can just keep going. The order will be Riley, John, Peter. So okay. Riley, you're back up.
How about Mr. Noah Brown?
Oh, of course.
Brand for the brand.
Should have taken him first. Let's go Joe Flacco.
Correct, Peter?
Oh, so if it's from any team as well.
Yeah, any of those three teams. Baltimore, Dallas, Miami.
Lance Lenore, just to throw it out there. He's on Dallas.
Yeah, he made a play
Before
the
you
other
have to
night.
look it up.
Yeah, no. He made a play the other night.
Let's go Bo Scarborough.
Alrighty, Lamar Jackson.
Keep us going.
Cole Beasley.
Rod Smith.
Oh yeah, I should be writing these down, shouldn't I? Shit.
If you say a name already said, I'll let you know. It's not
Alex Collins.
Alex Collins.
Is it my turn or is it Peter's turn?
Back to Peter.
Too busy writing shit down. Leonte Carew.
Who's that?
Peter picking all the hard ones first.
Yeah.
Kenny Stills.
Devontae Parker.
Oh shit! Sorry. Where am I? I blanked completely here. I know so many players. What were the teams again here? I've only done Dallas and Miami so far.
And Baltimore.
Baltimore. Michael Crabtree. We said him.
We have not.
My boy Willie Snead.
That's right.
Kenyon Drake.
Kalen Borledge.
Love how you say his last name.
You're welcome.
Mike Gesicki.
Yep.
Tannehill.
Oh, shit. I'm really struggling with this, and I don't know why. John Brown.
No, this is a tough game, Peter.
Course.
I hate this game. I'm rooting for you to win because I know I'm not gonna.
Hayden Hurst.
Frank Gore.
Mark Andrews.
Yep. Keep it rolling.
Let's go Rico Gathers.
Rico Gathers. You guys see the
Blake
catch he made today?
Did not.
Nah.
Nice one-handed grab in practice.
Did you guys know he played basketball?
No. I heard that about Antonio Gates too somewhere. I heard Blake Jarwin.
Those are the only two.
I heard Blake
Let's
Jarwin.
stick with Dallas tight end and go Blake Jarwin.
Yep. Dig deep.
Not that deep is the thing. We're really high up on the
No, we're not. We're not that deep yet. Yeah.
Where am I? Jarvis Allen. Javarius Allen.
Glorious. We'll give it to you. That's an accent thing.
Let's go Tavon Austin.
Kenneth Dixon.
I finally figured out that you meant Javorius Buck Allen.
Yeah.
I was like, Allen, wait.
Baltimore, Dallas, Miami. Was there a fourth?
That's it. Just those three.
Just three. Okay. Really? Can I use a spreadsheet?
Hold on, let me screen share with you real quick. Just to...
I don't know all these players. This is no one coming to mind. Shit.
Think about a team and a position.
Is it Jalen Samuels?
Jalen Samuels. He plays for a different
Pittsburgh.
Team. I guess that's what he does.
Strike one, Peter.
Shit.
Back to you, Riley.
We said Max Williams.
We have not.
Max
Double
Williams.
X.
2 X's.
How about Terrence Williams?
That is correct. Peter, back to you. Are you going to come back in?
How do you not remember that Terrence Williams plays for Dallas? I mean,
I'm
that's
not
It's
sure.
pretty easy to forget, actually.
Come on, Pete, recover. Yeah, I think I'm timing him.
All right, strike two, Pete. You think of another one. You got two guesses to figure it out. Riley, back to you.
Jaleel Scott.
Jaleel Scott.
Good
Nice
Lord.
work.
How about RG3?
RG3, correct.
Yes, I could not remember the backup to save my life.
The backup to the backup.
There's one more backup that started ahead of Lamar Jackson, or not started, but played ahead of Lamar Jackson.
I can tell you where he went to college, but I can't think of his name.
Where did you go to college, Riley? Prove it.
I think it was Liberty.
No, that doesn't help me.
I can tell you the player, but not the college.
Liberty doesn't help me. I don't know.
Pete, you gonna be able to come back in here?
No, I'm not. I thought this would be the one I was good with too. I'm good with test shots, but no.
All right, Peter out of the game. Riley.
Brock Osweiler.
Correct.
Have we said Alan Hearns?
We have not said Alan
shoot.
Hearns.
Awesome.
That's right. Is it back to me again?
It is back to you, Riley. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers still left on Dallas, and a whole bunch on the other two.
Okay, let's just go with Bryce Petty.
Bryce Petty, quarterback 4 for the Miami Dolphins.
Wow. Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace is incorrect.
Oh,
He plays
he's
for
in
Philadelphia now.
Philly.
Philadelphia.
All right.
Strike
My bad.
one, John. Riley.
Jordan Lasley.
Jordan
Riley's
Lasley
so going
is
to kill me.
correct.
Riley has. These are all the 3rd and 4th round picks that Riley loves.
You said you wanted
It all comes full circle.
Yep. Albert Wilson.
Albert Wilson's correct.
Oh, Danny Amendola.
Demi Amendola.
God damn it. Geoff Swaim.
I'll take it.
Is that not how you
Dallas
pronounce
tight
Jeff?
end 1 according to
Isn't that the
depth
better
chart.
way to pronounce his first name?
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. I give Riley wins the night. This is a 20
Riley,
minute.
why-
I have 20
I have
minute
so many
night.
more.
That's
Riley,
yeah.
why
Just
did-
keep going, Riley.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're bowing out, John?
I don't have any more. I have
Wow,
not been
all
able
right.
to think of one in like 5 minutes. I haven't written
All
anything
right, Riley,
down.
impress us.
Thomas Duarte.
Yes, I love Thomas Duarte.
I
man.
loved him coming out, and he never did.
Wide receiver, tight end, tweener. He just needs a shot, but it's not happening now.
Jeremy Langford. I didn't know if you had him on because he just
Langford.
signed.
Oh, I didn't actually.
Okay.
So
well, just
where did he
signed him.
sign? Oh, okay.
Miami.
Interesting.
Yeah. Was Riley Ferguson one? The Memphis kid?
Not on my, according to
Okay.
my list.
Maybe I
from
didn't have that many more.
several days ago.
Gus Edwards, Darren Waller
Yep.
from Baltimore,
Yep.
Dalton Schultz from.
Oh, that's the other
Dallas,
tight end.
Schultz.
Dang it.
Okay, yeah, I'm out.
According to our lad's wide receiver 3 for the Cowboys is Deontay Thompson from Buffalo and Chicago.
Really?
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Katie Cannon still kicking around Dallas.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Cannon.
Let's see anybody else you guys might know. Darius Jackson still kicking in the league somehow. Jakeem Grant, Isaiah Ford, who I loved last year.
Isaiah Ford. How did I not remember?
I have Jakeem Grant on some
Who's
teams.
the,
I should have remembered that one.
Who's the other quarterback for Baltimore?
Josh Woodrum.
Josh Woodrum. He went to Liberty. Damn.
Yeah. We also got Mike White and Dalton Sturm for Dallas as quarterbacks. Wide receivers for Baltimore. We missed some old favorites. Chris Moore, Brashad Perriman.
I have Chris Moore on so many teams too.
Remember DeVere Posey? He's still in the league apparently for the Baltimore Ravens. We have Nick Boyle, a tight end for Baltimore. Do you guys remember the Cleveland Browns prospect wide receiver Vince Mayle?
No.
Yes.
He is now apparently slotted as a tight end in Baltimore to go with all the other tight ends there.
Sure.
And then Miami, Miami, we have Marquise Gray, AJ Derby, Gavin Escobar. I think that's really everything.
I just kept thinking Michael Campanaro.
Durham Smythe, right?
Durham Smythe also. Yep.
I'm a Notre Dame fan, so
There you go.
but I forgot him.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. This was
Yeah, that was the game night for the night. Riley took down the first two. You guys want to play the third game?
Well, we might as well at this point. I mean,
yeah,
we got it. We got a few minutes to kill.
I guess we'll do it just for fun. All right. So this game is called Games Played, and so I'm going to give you 2 players. So we're going to do this as a bidding game. So let's say we're going to start with John. I'm going to give John 2 players, and he has to bid the number of combined games played that he thinks these 2 players have played.
Oh, I like
without
this
going over. So he's going to bid, then Riley will bid, and then Peter will bid, and we'll keep going around until 2 people have decided that the bid is too high and they're out. Does that make sense?
Yep. One game I start with. I bid 1.
If it ends up being you with the high bid and you will go over, the other 2 players get 1 point. If you are under and get it exactly right somehow, then you get 2 points. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, John, we'll start with you. So your players are Ricky Seals-Jones and Des Bryant. How many games played combined do those 2 have?
This is hard.
58.
Yeah. But John bids 58. Riley.
This is games played, not games missed, right?
Yeah.
Games played ever?
Regular season games, not including playoff games.
Okay, 59.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen here.
Since I've already crapped the bed twice, I'll go 63.
63. Back to John.
I'll go 70. I'll jump it.
You guys know how many games are in a regular season, right?
I'm sure Des has played more than. I was hoping that I would start low and they'd jump a little higher out of irritation. They did not.
We're at 63, John.
No.
Oh, sorry, 70. Riley, back to you.
I'm trying to do some quick math.
5 times
16
Let's
go with 80.
80.
90.
90.
I'll go 94.
94.
95.
You can bail out at any time with 95.
Screw it, 100.
100 games. John?
I mean, Des alone has been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He plays. He's usually active. Or was. A lot of times. Let's go 104.
John with 104. Peter. Oh, sorry, Riley, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's me. I'm gonna bow out.
Want to bow out at 104? John's at 104. Peter, and are you going to go higher than 104?
Yeah, I'll go 115.
115 for Peter.
I'm out.
John is out. So Des Bryant has played 113 career NFL regular season games.
Dang it.
And Ricky Seals-Jones has played 10 regular season games for a total of 123. Peter gets 2
That was
points.
pretty close, actually. I mean,
It was.
at least I didn't bow out when Riley did.
I mean, I was thinking Des has missed so many games in his
I don't
8
think
years.
I don't think he's actually missed a lot of games.
No, he's
Last
just
couple
got
games.
Actually has played a
nagging
lot.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, but he often plays.
He's only had like, was it the one really serious injury in his career where it cost him most of whatever season that was? So
Foot surgery, right? The Jones. Yeah, the Jones
Yeah.
fracture.
right,
Yeah, but then he played a bunch with it.
he did. All right, Peter got the point, so we'll go to him with our next pairing here. Peter, Carson Wentz and Eli Manning.
Okay.
How many games
Eli
played?
Manning's played all the games.
God, I feel like I should know that number because they said it like a million times last year.
Start you off with 50 because I'm feeling awful Riley.
50.
Is this to me or John?
We'll go to you, Riley, since you spoke up.
200.
200. I like it. Bold. John?
God, 200 for Ryan Sexton, adding him in there. Screw it. 201.
201. The most John bid ever. Peter?
210.
210.
220.
220 for Riley. John?
God, why can't I remember what year that those three were drafted? That was like a year that year should be in my head and memorized.
I was just fucking looking at that.
What'd you go to, 210? It's my turn again? Or you what'd you go to, Riley?
I said 220.
All right, 221.
221.
221.
Pete?
The bowing out seems so cowardly.
But it could also get you a point.
Overestimating how many years he's played. Because he seems like forever.
I think we're getting real close if we haven't gone over it.
I think you may have gone over it, is the thing. What was I on? What was my bid?
221 is the current high bid.
Yeah, I'll step out.
Pete's out. Back to Riley.
There you go. Do have wins.
227.
227. You're out.
So Manning
sure.
Manning came in 04. So I mean that's
04,
at least
correct.
224 games, and then he missed most of the season because that Achilles thing. So I'm thinking like 208 plus 25-ish.
You're not too far off.
Wentz
Eli
missed
Manning.
some time too.
Eli Manning
Or you said
played
24. I gotcha.
played 216 games, and Carson Wentz played 29 games for a total of 245. Riley gets
Damn
2
it.
points. Score:
Yes.
Riley 2, Pete 2, John 0.
That's what I like. As long as John's got that goose egg, I'm good.
It's an imaginary zero, so no problem.
All right, Riley, we'll go to you for your pairing here. We've got Frank Gore and Kenyon Drake.
A million plus.
Gosh.
Frank Gore, Kenyon
God,
Drake.
Frank
Start us
Gore.
off.
Has Frank Gore ever had an injury and missed a game even?
Missed a game or two.
You remember when Frank Gore was drafted?
2005.
That's right.
7th overall? I don't know. Gosh.
He was like a third rounder or something.
Oh, he was 3rd, not 7th overall.
No, he was like third round,
Yeah,
like a third
cut
rounder.
I
That's up to
sounded
John.
smart up until then. Let's go with 100.
Started us off with 100. We'll go to
170.
John. 170 for John. Pete.
Yeah, I'll go 180.
180.
Let's see. 16 times 13.
One's doing math. I think that's
Math is
cheating.
Okay, let's 181.
181.
Yeah.
190.
190, Pete.
Who was the other player? Do we even care?
Frank Gore and Kenyon Drake.
Irrelevant.
I will go 220.
220, says Pete.
Bring it.
I think I'm going to drop out then.
John's
220. That feels
230.
3 years.
Riley says
Oh, man.
230.
What is Drake?
Pete.
He's played like 6 games. That's almost exactly the number I had. So,
No balls. Go higher.
What was that, Calvin? What was that? Fouled out the last 2 games? And 2 carries and went Laquan Treadwell sucks. I mean,
Hey,
what?
Treadwell doesn't suck.
By what measure?
Mine.
Draft capital.
Oh, right.
The Riley metric.
Yeah, the Noah Brown measure.
230, Pete.
Yeah, I got 231.
231.
I think he played a few before he was playing.
233.
Nope.
230. You're out, Pete?
Yeah.
Frank Gore played 196 NFL games. Kenyon Drake has played 32 NFL games for a total of 228. Riley, you're over by 5. John and Pete both get 1 point.
I think he had dropped out when the bid went to 230, right? I think at least or maybe it was 220. I don't remember.
We have 3 more, 1 more for each of you guys if you want to keep going.
Let's fire through them quickly here.
All right.
Yeah,
next one for you, John.
No
Back
math.
to you. Ready for this one? Josh Gordon.
Oh, God. Games actually played? Good
Games
Lord.
played. And
Played no.
Larry Fitzgerald.
This is a good game, though. I like this one.
I like this one. It's fun.
Nathan wanted to do it by
2.
years, and I thought games would be better.
175.
175, says John, for Josh Gordon and Larry Fitzgerald. We'll go to you, Pete.
200.
200 games. Riley.
215.
215, John.
220.
220. Pete.
225.
225.
240.
Oh, I'm out.
40. John is out.
Yeah, man.
All right. So Josh Gordon has played in 40
Wow.
games.
That's actually
that's
more than
high.
I thought.
That's higher than I thought. Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald has played in 218 games for a total of 258. Riley gets 2 more points.
Dang.
4
Close.
points for Riley, 3 points for Pete, 1 point for John.
I have
Riley,
a point. Wow.
we'll go back to you. Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce.
Oh, man.
You
We'll go with
first, yeah.
75.
Riley says
200.
75. We'll go to Pete this time.
No, I jumped to 200.
Sorry, John. We'll go to John this time. John says 200.
I've been going after Riley the whole time, I think so.
I know. I was trying to mix it up, so you didn't always get to have to go second or last or whatever.
I was trying to speed it up.
Fair
That
enough.
Worked out well.
200 games played to you, Pete, for Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce. In or out?
201.
201. Riley.
Shoot. 202. I don't know.
Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 or 3.
215. Bring it.
215.
I'm out. Gronk's missed too many games.
Riley's out. John, 215.
You stay under, and I'll go over, and then
I'll
either
go,
way.
no, I'll go to 220. I'll jump to 220.
Nah.
Out.
Mm.
Pete's out. John is the high bid at 220. Rob Gronkowski has played 102 career NFL
Good
games.
Lord. He really
Travis
has
Kelce
wait,
has only played 64 career NFL games for a total of 166. You guys were just a little bit off on that
no,
one.
I really thought Gronk really has missed a lot of time. Good Lord.
Kelce
I
misses
thought he
first
had
year.
way more than that. At
That
least I
bumps
had the
Riley to-
Kelce in the ballpark. That's good.
That bumps Riley to 5, Pete to 4, John with 1 final question.
Gronk
in
has
games
really only
played.
played 102 games.
Travis Kelce is the same age too, or maybe even a year older, right?
If he
Kelsey
had in
came
the
out.
Patriots
Kelsey came out in
playoffs, I bet
2012, right?
that gets in there.
Yeah, but he didn't play that yet.
But he didn't play like the first year and a half or 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Right? So Okay, last one for who are we starting with? Who did we just start with? Riley, let's start with Pete, Joe Flacco, and Le'Veon Bell.
200.
Pete goes to 200. We'll go to John.
300.
300.
I'm out.
Flacco and who was this?
Flacco and Le'Veon Bell.
I'm really out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go out on that.
Yeah, that's a good call. Joe Flacco, 154 games, and Le'Veon Bell, 62 games for a total of 216. So final score, Riley with 6, Peter with 5, John with 1. Riley takes down all 3 games in this episode of Dynasty Game Night.
Way to go.
Nice job, Riley. We'll have to have you back
Yeah.
on once our buddy Kevin Cotillo was supposed to be on this episode, but he has a bout of vertigo, which is not fun at all. I actually have a coworker that was out of work for like 3 months with that. So hopefully he gets a nice speedy recovery. But thank you guys so much for playing tonight. John, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I look forward to hosting again.
You're going to host again? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I
Pete,
look forward to that.
Yeah, Pete, any final thoughts? Tell everybody where they can find you one more time.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at PA Howdy or on DLF. Final thoughts. I suck at this game.
Welcome to my club, Pete.
Thanks for having me on. I had a great time, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Riley, thanks for playing. You are the Dynasty Champion of the Week or the episode. Congratulations. Tell everybody where they can find you one more time and any final thoughts you might have.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at DTC_Riley B. Thanks for having me on. It's good to know that my brain's functioning because classes start next week. So hopefully I'm good to go for that. But yeah, no, tonight was fun. I had a blast.
Yep. Thanks for coming on, guys. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you for listening. We'll be back with another episode of Dynasty Game Night sometime in the near future.
Never did shirts.
I did shirts at the beginning.
Did you? Okay, I
did.
probably checked out. There was.
Do you want me to add another one?